Grace's story started with pneumonia. I took her to the emergency room, and at first they had her on BiPAP, but then the ICU doctor came in and said that that wasn't going to be good enough and that she needed to go to the ICU, and he immediately ordered that she be intubated. And so after a couple of weeks of being intubated and still being very sick with strep pneumonia, they let me know that they thought that she was going to need a tracheostomy. And, you know, we knew there were risks and everything, but we agreed to the procedure. And it seemed like everything had gone okay, but then the night after the tracheostomy, or it may have been the next day, she had an obstruction in her trachea, and it was a crisis situation. So after that, they decided that she needed a different trach because there was something in her throat. And so they put these different trachs in, trying to find the right one. But then the actual crisis happened when one of those trachs became dislodged. And in this photo, you see that she has been re-intubated. That's because she had a cardiac arrest and she was dead for 12 minutes, and they were performing CPR on her for 12 minutes. And they got her heart started again, and then they called us and let us know and told us to come to the hospital. So as you can imagine, we were very distraught, and the doctors told us that, you know, we would need to make some tough decisions. Well, when we got there, she opened her eyes, and so we told them that we did not want to turn off the machines, that we thought that she still had some life in her. And after a total of 10 weeks, she steadily, slowly improved with some setbacks, but she was able to come home. So we've learned in the meantime that recovering from cardiac arrest is not actually that rare. 12 minutes is a pretty long time, and people do often get brain damage. But if you have cardiac arrest in the hospital, then your odds of recovery are actually much better because of the different techniques that they have available to them. You know, if your heart stopped and you were just out somewhere in public, your odds would not be nearly as good. But we were happy to say that she does not seem to have any damage to her brain. She was already special needs. She has lissencephaly, but she hasn't gotten worse. They did put her on some extra seizure medications while she was in the hospital, but other than that, she's doing pretty well. She developed some muscle tightness, contractures while she was in the hospital, and we're still dealing with that, but she's home now, and we have learned how to use the ventilator, and we've learned how to do trach care, and we're just so thankful that God gave us a little more time with our daughter, and that the ICU doctors were able to resuscitate her, and we are thankful for that. So that's our story, and thank you for listening.